Welcome. Today we're going to take a look at what is an outline. Our learning goals for today are to look at what an outline is, how outlines are similar to other graphic organizers, and how to use and create your own outlines. Let's start by taking a look at what a graphic organizer is. A graphic organizer is a tool that's used to organize information. It can be used in the writing process, in note-taking, or just to stay organized. There are dozens of different kinds of graphic organizers that are available. Some of these would include the outline, a map, a Venn diagram, or 3-column notes. There are many other kinds of graphic organizers. So let's take a look at what an outline is. An outline is a graphic organizer, but it's a very formal type of graphic organizer. It's used in the same ways that a graphic organizer would be used, either by a student or by a person who wants to be organized. So where are outlines used? They're definitely used in the writing process, as well as in project preparation. They can be used for note-taking or to stay organized generally. Outlines are very versatile. How outlines are used? Within the writing process, step 2 is organizing. This is where you would use an outline. As well, in note-taking, information may be collected from viewing, listening to, observing, or reading information. That could then be organized into an outline. Outlines are used in a wide variety of different ways, so don't be surprised if at some point you are asked to use an outline for some different task. In the writing process, we start out with brainstorming. After brainstorming, we take that information and we organize it. By using an outline is one of the ways that we could organize that information. After we've organized the information, we're then ready to start writing the first draft. With the first draft, we can edit and revise and eventually create the final draft. With the writing process, we always start out with brainstorming. A brainstorm is a collection of information on a topic. And the way that a writer would start out a brainstorm is to write down all of the questions that the writer has on that topic. Next, the writer would write down all of the knowledge that already has on that topic. And then finally, the writer would go out and do research on that topic and include that within the research as well. In a brainstorm, the kinds of information that you would find would include interviews, research, statistics, facts and figures, survey results, opinions from experts, and quotations from experts. These would all normally be found in a brainstorm. Now, in the second step of the writing process, we organize the information. We can organize that into an outline. Take the information that you had in your brainstorm and break it down into categories. I typically recommend 3 to 6 different categories for shorter essays in the range of 5 to 10 paragraphs. For each of these categories, you will create a new section on the outline. Then fill in the details from the brainstorm into the outline until the outline is full. The kind of things that you will see in your outline will include information from the brainstorm, very clear organization. Make sure that you have enough information in your outline. For a standard 5-paragraph essay, you need to have a minimum of 20 items. That breaks down to about 4 items per paragraph. That's really the minimum that you need to have so that your outline is useful in the writing process. Here's an example of an outline skeleton. This is what it would look like before the specific information is added in. Here we can see that our categories are broken down with Roman numerals. Underneath of that, we have our main support, and underneath our main support we have our details. In an outline, you never have a single item, so you would never have one category or one main support or one detail. You always have to have a minimum of 2. There must be balance within the outline, and that's one of the requirements. Let's take a look at an outline that's filled in. Here's an example of a real outline that is filled in. We can see at the top that the topic is included, the best places to visit in the British Isles. Underneath here, if you look at the Roman numerals 1 and 2, we have Ireland and Scotland. These are our two categories. If you look under Ireland with A, B, C, and D, you'll see that you have 4 place names: Galway, Dublin, Cork, and Northern Ireland. These are the main support underneath of the categories. And then you'll see indented further, we have the details. So under Galway, we have St. Nicholas's Church, Galway's Latin Quarter, Galway City Museum, and Connemara. We see that we have an outline that's very organized, very formal, and has included a lot of information that can then be broken down into paragraphs. This is what you want your outline to look like. At this point, what you should know and be able to do is to know what an outline looks like, to be able to create your own outline, and to understand the purposes and uses of outline. I hope that this information has been useful to you. Good luck in your writing.